This time on Hobby Journeys, we'll be comparing the 8th, 9th and 10th edition launch box from Warhammer 40k.
Hello!
Hello there.
Alright, this time on Hobby Journeys we are going to be doing a comparison of the launch boxes from the last 3 editions of Warhammer 40,000. So we've just had Leviathan released, that came out last week. So I thought it would be interesting to look at the launch boxes from 8th, 9th and 10th editions and just do a comparison between the contents and see what Matthew thinks. 8th edition had Dark Imperium. That came out at the point when the Primaris had just come out. It was a big reboot of 40,000 altogether, really, in many ways. And then 9th edition came out. We had a bit more of a return to more old-school looking miniatures with the Blade Guard and so on. A bit less vanilla in the style of the Marines. And then we've just had Leviathan with the Nids. So Dark Imperium was really came out around the time when Primaris launched, so they were replacing the Firstborn. We had the first Primaris from Marines, and these all came out in one big box with 8th edition at launch. So we had a big launch box which contained lots and lots of Primaris and also some Plague Marines.
Did you get this box?
No, I have got a lot of these Marines though. I did pick up a lot of these. So we had the box. So all these boxes are going to contain a few elements, which is 2 forces. Almost all of them will be new miniatures. I think all these 3 boxes are just entirely new miniatures. We've got a nice rule book. Yeah. That's all new miniatures. The new miniatures.
But the Terminators were taken from back.
Yeah, they were, but they were new sculpts of them. So they're all new sculpts basically. But yeah, so this one includes, so you've got a rulebook that normally comes, a couple of supplements. So in this one you got a Space Marine and a Death Guard supplement with rules about the miniatures, range rulers, important things, dice. So in the Dark Imperium box we had the 2 forces. So on the Primaris side we had a Captain in Grav armour. Gravis armour.
Chunker.
Yeah, chunky Gravis armour with him.
He actually looks like a chunker, but a captain.
Yeah, he is. He's quite chunky, isn't he? I haven't got that miniature though. It's one of the few in this.
Get it.
There was a lieutenant. So there he is.
I don't like him.
You don't like it? He's quite ordinary, isn't he?
They don't look like a lieutenant.
We had another lieutenant with a rifle.
He looks a bit better.
Well, to be honest, I always think he could just be a sergeant in a normal squad. He's a little bit plain, I think. Then we've got a Primaris Ancient. So he's like the flag bearer from the company.
Why is he called an Ancient?
I don't know. Quite old, probably. Probably quite old.
So does he walk like this?
Yeah, he's got like a Zimmer frame. Like a Space
back.
Marine, a bionic Zimmer frame, I imagine.
He's like this.
Then we have some intercessors, so it came with some intercessors and more intercessors.
He looks more like a lieutenant, honestly.
You think he does? He's the sergeant of the intercessors, I think.
Why don't they swap them 2 rounds?
Some Hell blasters, so yeah, with the big guns, and some Inceptors. So that's the Primaris we got.
Flying guys!
Yeah, flying guys, there we go. So, what do you think of the Primaris section of that box? What do you reckon?
They're alright.
Yeah, you've seen all these before, to be fair. I mean, these are all... And these were the very vanilla Primaris when it first launched, so there's nothing really very controversial in there, nothing very exciting particularly. You got some characters, flag-bearing guy, and then just normal troops, really. You haven't... These are new for you, though. I don't think you've seen any of these. These are Nurgle Space Marines. So...
I don't think so. Oh my
Lord of
god,
Contagion.
that is disgusting.
Yeah.
And I thought the Great Unclean one was bad.
He's standing on the Nurgling. Look at him there, standing on the Nurgling.
I thought the Great Unclean one was bad.
Yeah, he's awful, isn't he? Yeah, what do you think to him?
I think he might be sick.
Because you haven't seen any of these before, have you? This is quite new for you.
The Great Unclean one, the only thing about him is the intestine to falling out.
Yeah.
That's really it.
I've got this fella. This is
Easy.
he's a malignant plague caster. This is like a psyker.
Throwing up?
No, he's firing out. Well, it's probably not very nice stuff, but it's full of flies and stuff. But he's firing out of his hand.
I don't like these.
No, they're horrible, aren't they? That's the whole point. They're meant to be horrible. This guy is... Oh,
These guys aren't as bad.
Noxious Blightbringer.
That guy ain't as bad.
No. Yeah, but they're all meant to be diseased and plague-ridden and so on. But yeah, big bell on him. Corroded bell. And we've got some Poxwalkers.
Those are absolutely disgusting.
Demons, aren't they? They're demons of Nurgle. Yeah. Intestines all over the place. Yeah, that's the thing. Plague Marines. These are your normal, bog standard Plague Marines. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
disgusting. Well, they're all meant to be quite mutated. That's the thing. Finally, it came to the vehicle thing, which is a footed bloat drone. So there you go.
What the hell is that?
It's like a floating thing.
How does a metal thing get infected?
Well, this is chaos. It can do what it likes. Do what it likes, you know.
Chaos is breaking physics.
So that's what we got in the box of Dark Imperium. What are you thinking to Dark Imperium?
Absolutely hate it. I think I might be sick after
So you're
that.
not keen. So we've got quite vanilla Primaris, because these were... But remember, this is the first Primaris we had. It was a big new range refresh. This was totally new at the time. I like the Plague Marines, to be honest. I think they're meant to be horrible. That's the point. If you're not into it, you're not into it.
The only thing that is actually normal there is the actual Plague Marines.
Yeah,
And
well...
they're still pretty disgusting.
Yeah, they are meant to be disgusting. So you're not keen on Dark Imperium?
Don't like it, no.
You don't like it? Right, fair enough. Okay, let's move on.
Something maybe
Next
not
one.
as disgusting, hopefully.
3 years later, we had 9th edition. So this is
2020.
much more familiar to you, because a lot of these things are things that
I
we
swear
got in.
I recognise that from somewhere.
Well, I've got the box kicking around. I got this.
Oh, yeah.
Probably that's what it is.
Yeah, that's probably when I threw loads of scarabs around because I was absolutely idiotic.
Well, remember, you got a lot of these miniatures. I think this picture might have been in Imperium magazine at some point, because we got a lot of these miniatures. And I think this picture might have been featured. So on the Primaris side, this box is Primaris versus Necrons. We hadn't seen many new releases for Necrons for a long time.
Is Imperium based off this? Because
Because
10th edition hadn't come out when
it was
that
mainly
made.
a lot of it was the miniatures that came out in Indomitus.
Leviathan came out after thing.
Yeah, it did. So that was 10th edition. This is 9th
must
edition.
Have been
Yeah, this is
Imperium was
9th.
9th edition.
Indomitus was not. Yeah,
Yeah.
Imperium was the rules and miniatures from 9th edition, pretty much. So yeah. So what we got with this was a lot more ornate.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, you like that, but they went a lot more. So a lot of them wearing these sort of robes and stuff. The idea is they've been on crusade for 100 years. So they've
How
got.
do they survive 100 years?
Well, they just did. Well, no, this
Will
might
they
not.
die from old
Well, they
age?
live a long. They do live a long time, so they can live like. I think that Captain Dante of the Blood Angels has been alive 1,000 years, but they don't. They wouldn't be the original Marines.
I mean, the Emperor's been around for like 1,000,000 years.
These might not be the ones who started the Crusade, but the Crusade's gone on for 1,000 years, so they're a lot more ornate. This guy's got one of his buddies on his shield, just on the shield, you know.
Why did he stick it on it?
I don't really know. I think it's a bit weird, but here we are. So that's it. Then you got your favourite, the Lieutenant.
I know him.
There he is. Yeah.
Don't know him.
Chaplain, yeah, I've painted him. He's up there. But yeah, so the chaplains are like almost like the religious guys of the chapter. So they're responsible
What religion is the Empire?
They worship the Emperor, sort of.
So is it like Emperism?
Why not say? Yeah.
Emperism.
That's a good word for it.
Warhammer. Make it Imperialism.
We've got the Judicar, so he's responsible for disciplining the chapter. Big sword for lopping off heads, so you can see how his discipline goes.
Does he do a lot of executioning?
I think that's the idea. Yeah. I do have him. I've never got around to painting him though.
You never get around to painting him, Dad.
Well,
I don't know what you're on
I do have a lot of grey plastic. I did prime him, but I never got around to actually painting it.
He's got like 1 million miniatures he's never painted.
Quite a few, quite true. Yeah, I've got a lot. Blade Guard veterans.
Yeah, we've
seen these. Yeah, I like the Blade Guard veterans. I thought these were sort of the ones I got most excited about at the time.
They are pretty cool. I like their shields.
Blade Guard Ancient, so a bit like the Ancient from the previous box, but he's a lot more. He's holding the guy's hand. Look at that skeleton hand, robes and that. It's
Why
a lot
is he
more.
holding another guy's hand?
It's a relic, I think. I think these are relics of people who died on Crusade.
Oh.
Well, there's another guy on his banner.
He's just like,
yeah.
I am dead.
Yeah. Again, I've not painted that guy. And then Eradicators, we saw these again, didn't we?
We didn't see that guy though.
No, these are Gravis armor guys. So these again chunkers.
These are not in Gravis armor.
No. Then Assault Intercessors, the workhorses of the Indomitus box. We've got those. Outriders, we've got some bikes. The content in this box was.
Oh no, we were painting these.
Yeah, we painted these. Yeah, we've got to go on these. But yeah, there was a lot of content in this box comparative. So between the two boxes, you are getting a lot more stuff with the Indomitus box. But on the other side of the coin, it was quite expensive. So
honestly, Indomitus probably was my favourite.
Yeah, you think?
Because I loved the rivalry with the Necrons.
Yeah, then we've got the Necrons, we've got the Overlords.
Hey, that ain't the Overlord!
Oh, it's a different Overlord.
I'm annoyed because I ain't the Overlord.
You like Scythe Overlord. Is that your favourite Overlord? Right, yeah. Royal Warden, you know him.
He was really disappointing actually.
He was
really good at the start. Then we're getting into like big miniatures. He was absolutely rubbish.
Well, he's not.
The only thing he was good for was taking out assault intercessors from massive range.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
he was pretty good in some of the battles, but he's not meant to be the big bad of it. He's just like he's the equivalent of a lieutenant basically. But then Plasmancer, we got him. I've got him kicking around.
The
Crypto Thralls.
I like these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scorpate Lords.
Got
Scorpate Lords.
He's like a Scorpate Destroyers.
Yeah,
there they are.
Yeah.
Plasmacytes. That guy was really disappointing. Yeah. We used him in one battle.
Reanimator.
Yeah,
I like
one life.
this.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed painting him. He's one of the few ones that did get painted. Scarabs.
I love scarabs.
We love the scarabs. Of course you do, because they're scarabs. They're amazing.
And also you loved them just because they were easy to put apart.
They were really easy. Then your Necron warriors.
The workhorse of the Necron army.
These are a pain to put together. A pain.
And there were so many of them.
So little and flimsy.
But there were so many.
Then we got the core book, same as with the Queen's book.
You were using that the other day.
I was using it as a mouse mat. I was back over there now. But yeah, so we got the core book, which I think was a step up from the Dark Imperium one. Again, I think the quality had gone up with Indomitus. I think Indomitus was a big jump up.
Technomancer? Someone scream at him.
He wasn't in here. Oh no. Has that done it down for you? So
I wanted to scream at it.
Then we got a book with these for the data sheets. This told you all the different rules for them and assembly guides, transfers, all the things. So what are you thinking? I think we think it's a bit of a step up, isn't it?
Honestly,
between the two?
I've got to admit, I probably like that more than Leviathan, honestly.
Oh really? So this is your favourite?
I really loved its rivalry with the Necrons. It's like what might happen in the future: robots v humans.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look at Leviathan first before we jump into a snap decision.
Leviathan might happen as well, but I don't really think zombies.
So again, Leviathan, it's a similar setup where you've got your box, you've got the rule book. Data cards in this one, didn't get that with the previous ones. So, like I'm saying, similar setup.
I really like the artwork on the box.
It is cool, isn't it? And then miniature-wise, we've got the captain. There he is. We've got librarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I've got a question.
Yeah.
Why does it take so long to release a new box?
Well, you won't want that regular.
Why?
Well, you'd have a new edition all the time. You don't want to do a new edition that often. We've got a lieutenant. I like this guy. This guy's cool. I think he's the best lieutenant they've done.
I prefer the other one.
Oh, the one in Indomitus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Booker 3.
He got ripped apart in the trailer.
He did, didn't he? Dreadnought.
Yeah.
I like this guy. Big guns. I do think the guns just make him look a little bit too narrow.
Yeah.
I think he looks like he'd fall over. He's got nothing to balance himself. If he falls over, how's he going to put his hand down? I don't know. I do like it. I'm just a bit.
Maybe he uses his gun to push himself up.
Maybe.
Like maybe he's like this and he's like.
Maybe. Terminators.
Terminators.
More Terminators.
Terminator.
All the Terminators. Then we've got Sternguard.
Sternguard.
Do like Sternguard.
Terminator.
Yeah. So you prefer? So. What do you think? What do you think to the Space Marines in this box?
I really like them.
You
They're
do
really
like them.
good.
Do you prefer them to the Space Marines in Indomitus?
No, I've got to say no. But
No.
except for the Terminators, I love the Terminators.
Yeah.
But they're kind of a bit of a chunker knockoff.
Well, bearing in mind they came out like 20 years
No, but
before.
they ain't as chunky. They ain't as chunky.
Well, they
as
aren't.
me.
No, well, yeah, but they're pretty big though. Wait till you see when I've assembled them. I haven't built them yet, but when I have done, we'll finish with Screamer Killer, which I'm working on at the moment.
Ooh! Oh, can we show it to everyone?
Shall we get down my Screamer? Here he is.
He's done it in the old-fashioned way. Focus.
Come on, focus.
Focus. Let me
Focus.
sit up. Let me get out of the way.
There you go. There he is. It's not done yet. Still working on him. Then we've got the Tyranids. So you got Brainbug Guy. I don't think that's what he's actually called. I don't think he's called Brainbug Guy, but
Yeah, that's what he's called
I
now.
like him. I think he's cool. I think that's a great model.
He looks like this.
Yeah, that's got tentacles and all that. Then he's got his little
brain guy.
buddies. That's his little buddies.
Smaller brain guy. Even more smaller brain.
Here he is. Yeah, Screamer Killer. Screamer Killer. There he is. Yeah. Flying guy. I can't. I'll be honest. I can't remember any of the names. Flyy guy.
But except for the Screamer Killer.
Flappy boy. Flappy boy.
Yeah. Flappy bird.
Yeah.
Weird
Mouth.
factory guy.
Mouth guy.
Weird
Big.
big mouth factory guy.
Yeah, something like
Factory
that.
guy.
Oh, these are the.
Big jumpy people.
Oh gosh, remember be able to.
Jumpy people.
Von Ryan Leapers.
No, Jumpy Guy better.
Von Ryan's
Yeah.
Leapers. That's
Let's just call him Jumpy Guy.
Yeah, there he is.
Jumpy
guy.
Even more Jumpy Guy. More Jumpy Guy.
I can't remember what these are called. I'm not a big fan of these.
Bug with I mean, Tyrannid with gun on back.
I just think these look weird, these guys.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of them.
I know what to call these.
What's that?
Turrets.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
We got the turret boys. Turret boys. Even more turret boy. More turret boy. Smaller turret
what is he?
boy.
Is he? What is he? I don't know what he is.
Go search for the name.
Hang on, let's have a look. Is there something else? Because you got it's not Neurogants. Are they
Neurogants, that's
yeah,
them.
that's them. Yeah, I've forgotten they were in there, to be honest.
Me too.
Then where's the Termagants? Here.
There we
I
are.
like the Termagants. I do like the Termagants.
The horseback of the army.
I think I'm going to be painting these next. I think maybe, no, Terminator's next, and then I'm going to do some Termagants. I do like these guys. So what do you think to the Terminators in this box?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I don't think they beat the
Ooh,
Necrons.
Ripper Swarm. Look at the Ripper Swarm.
The Scarab knockoffs.
That sort of thing. No. So that's all the Space Marines in there.
I would say I prefer Indomitus a bit more.
Okay, so that's what you think. So is what you're saying? Indomitus is your favourite of the three boxes.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
Leviathan then.
Then Leviathan. Yeah. So what is it about Indomitus that you prefer over the other two?
I love the rivalry between the Necrons and the thingamajiggy, the
And
humans.
the Space Marines.
Yeah, and especially because my favourite trailer was from that as well.
Yeah, but you loved the trailer from Indomitus, didn't you?
Because wrath is our vengeance or something like that.
Yes, that was one.
Pain is our god or something.
That's it. Yeah.
Follow our I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. That
We will
the
fight.
Indomitus, not
There
Indomitus.
is only war.
That is the one. The Leviathan trailer's good as well, though.
Yeah, it was alright.
Fighting Nids and Space Marines fighting. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think so. What about Dark Imperium? What is it that you really dislike so much about that?
Disgusting.
Just it's disgusting, is that what it is?
And Space Marines are a bit boring.
Yeah, they were quite plain, weren't they, when they first came out of the Primaris? So yeah, well, there we go. Okay. Right, yeah.
Well, do you think one day there might be like an edition with the Emperor in?
Maybe. Well, they've been saying this for years, though. Maybe we will see the Emperor in a future one. Maybe we won't. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe like an alive Emperor, like when he was alive.
They might do a model for the Horus Heresy. Because we've got all of the Primarchs, so we might in future see a model of the Emperor.
Maybe.
Yeah, they've conspicuously not done it, and they've done 2 Horuses. So,
we've finally got the Lion now, haven't we? So,
they've just released them. We've gone on pre-order.
So I think we've got all of them now, haven't we? Wasn't the Lion the last one?
Oh no, well he's in 40k, but in Horus Heresy we've had all of them. They're literally all done. You know.
Yeah, but the Lion was part of in Horus, wasn't he? Horus Heresy.
He was in Horus Heresy, but the new one they've done is 40k.
Oh.
So he was he's come back in Warhammer 40,000.
Oh, right.
10,000 years later, and he's rocked up. Anyway, so that is the various launch boxes. I think Indomitus has come out as the favourite there. I think it's fair to say.
Which is your favourite?
I do like Indomitus. I like Leviathan though. I think Leviathan's a good box. To be honest, so long as I've got it and all those lovely miniatures, I'm happy. I'm alright with it. So here we are. Right, yeah, anyway. So what do we say to the viewers?
Huh?
We say, don't forget to like and subscribe.
What?
Bye.